Coast, sitting on top of the world. Ooh. Top of the world. California, West Coast, sitting on top of the world. Ooh. On top of the world. I'm a two-door grown. Hey. I'm sitting on top of the world. Ooh. West Coast. I'm on top of the world. What's up, California? West Coast. Sitting on top of the world. Ooh. going on South, Midwest, East Coast? Where my man at in Panama? Is that so cool in Panama? What's up, California? West Coast, sitting on top of the world. Ooh, down. On top of the world. In my two-door broom. Hey. Those. That's the nastiest fucking pill I ever took in my life. They need to coat that motherfucker. West Coast. I'm sitting on top of the world. Ooh. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, dun, dun. On top of the world. In my two-door broom. Hey, Mac 10. King of Chevys. West Coast. Sitting on top of the world. Ooh. Ooh, shit. Ooh. That hit right there. Got a nigga high in the motherfucker. I'm sitting on top of the world. Ooh. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Mac 10, King of Chevys. Shouting you out, Mac 10. You're understanding this here, cuz. How the motherfuckers be restricting my videos because of music. So they say it's banned in some countries and whatever other shit it say. As if I can't play it because of copyrights. But let me let you rappers know something. If I'm willing to listen to your song, if it's on the radio, and I'm willing to listen to your song, hear it out, then you should be giving me a pound. You should be giving me a nice gesture, a salute, a nod, OG bumping my shit because I'm listening to your music. Because if I listen to your music, then it means value. Because it's a lot of motherfucking music I don't listen to. And it's a lot of people I used to listen to that I don't listen to no more. So if I'm playing you, you should get in town, bro. What the fuck y'all doing restricting me? Y'all should be cutting me a motherfucking check. Shit. But you restricting me because I'm playing music from the radio? Shut the radio down then. They get paid. They have commercials and advertisement on their goddamn radios and shit. They get paid. They play y'all music. They ain't restricted. I don't get paid for paying you motherfuckers music. I'm doing y'all favor. Playing y'all shit. So, man, y'all need to come on with this bullshit ass shit y'all be doing. You know, restricting a motherfucker. Shit, if there's anything, I'm helping there. How many motherfuckers did ask me about a song I was playing and went and looked it up, Googled it, and played it for themselves? Come on, man. Shit, you motherfuckers should cut me a check. Shit. You know what I mean? They always restricted my shit, man. Your video is restricted because of copyright, but it's saying some countries and this, that, and the third. So I don't understand that shit. I don't understand. And like I say, if I'm playing your song through, I'm playing your song through, listening and enjoying your song. Shit. It speaks volumes, homie, because I don't like too much music no more. You know, most music now is bullshit. I don't give a fuck what it is, rap, R&B, or whatever else. Most music now is bullshit. Niggas ain't talking about nothing. Especially these motherfucking drill rappers. Fuck a drill rap. I don't support that shit. I don't support motherfuckers to sit up here and disrespect dead people. I don't care if they're your ops or whoever fuck else. A dead person is dead, cuz you don't be sitting up here disrespecting the dead like y'all do, bro. What the fuck wrong with y'all niggas, man? Then you come on here and do it on a song and get details and this, that, and the third, man, and y'all don't expect the motherfucker to come snatch y'all ass? Come on, cuz. Y'all niggas is something else, man. You so-called motherfucking driller. I didn't know nothing about the dude Scrap in Dallas and all this. And Scrap got killed and they shot the dude face off that killed him. I forgot the boy name already. But they was beefing and shit, and dude told him to pull up on his block and shit. And he pulled up over there and dude whooped him. So he dude already broke in his house, stole money, jewelry, guns, and bragged about it and all that shit about how he stole from his, him and dude was rapping together at first. But supposedly dude pulled up over there in his section. He said it was only one way in, one way out of the section that they went to out there in Dallas. But anyway, he fought the dude. The dude whooped his ass, so he turned around and got his gun and shot him twice. Dude died on the way to the hospital, but his homies retaliated right there on the spot. Killed dude right there and shot his face off. So they at least 30 headshots, they said. Said he had a closed casket. I said, of course. Well, once he said 30 headshots, he had a closed. Why you even mention closed casket? We ain't dumb. I've seen a couple of closed caskets, but it wasn't 30 shots to the head. One guy was a shotgun blast to the head. You see what I'm saying? I actually seen a suicide gunshot to the head, suicide. And about the way his head was laying on the table, you couldn't really see the side, but you could tell he was mushed up. You could tell. You could tell. And I stayed with his wife. I got her out the house from her husband because she was right there crying and screaming and bothering him. And I knew he was dead, so I tried to get her off of him and out the house. And I was able to, but boy, she was a struggle because she had strength you couldn't imagine. She had strength that you couldn't imagine. But he had a note on the table. He wrote something down on the table before he killed himself. But the little kids who was out there playing heard him when he shot. All us didn't hear it. Because we was playing music and whatever we was doing, but we didn't hear the shot. But them kids did. Because the kids is out playing. And they were trying to tell us they heard something, but we didn't pay them no mind. But when her and her daughter got home and she screamed, man, I heard her scream. Scared the shit out of me because I couldn't run out the house to see what's going on. And her front door was wide open. Her daughter came out, but she was still in there screaming and jumping and yelling. And every time I come in, I see him on the table. I see the shotgun. And I knew it wasn't good. And I seen how thick the blood was on the table up under him. But I also spotted the note on the table now. So I was trying to get her, and I was having trouble getting her. And I said, he left a note. He left a note. At least you would know something. He left a note. And I was able to get her out, and I had to tussle her down to the ground. We sitting on her front porch. She was like sitting between my legs. I had my legs wrapped around her in my arms to keep her from frantic like she was, to hurt herself. I stayed with her till the ambulance got on the back of them. She held my hand. So she wouldn't let my hand go. So I got in the back of the ambulance with her, went all the way to Dominguez Valley with her till they wheeled her, wherever they wheeled her. I stayed out there in the hallway, and they called me and said, she wants you. She wants the guy that, So I came in, and I keep forgetting the lady name. She just cried. I stayed with her all that day, all that night in the hospital, till they put her in a room and sedated her so she could get some sleep. And I came on home because I didn't leave the Dominguez Valley Hospital till that night sometime. And that was during the day she found her husband. And shit, man, I mean, the trauma, the turmoil, man, the stress, the burdens, the pain, the memories, it's just so much more to all that, bro. I mean, it's all gonna die someday, bro. We all gonna die someday. Nobody live forever. No one. So we got to be thankful and grateful for every second we get, bro. Not year, not day, but every second. It's nobody on ain't shit. Crippo said he was on the plantation. I don't even think Sniper chimed in last time I was on. But yeah, I don't fuck with rappers. Ooh, so I got a couple people now. So I got 3 people now. Who on here? Ohio, T. Collins. What about Brownville? What about the Bronx? What about Rochester, New York? Y'all on here? What about Mississippi? What about New Jersey, man? Where y'all at? Houston, Texas. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy, man. Where y'all at? Where Florida at? Where K-Man in Florida? They go Brooklyn? Shit. They go Brooklyn, Brownville, G-Stone, 823. That's a special group of guys and girls right there. Them 823s, those G-Stone niggas and girls. It's a special group. I like them. I like the way they kept their shit at home and put the crip on it, dog. But they stayed home with it. You understand me? So you got to respect that. You got to respect that, yo. I used to talk to some of your people all the time. His name was William Hung on Facebook, but that wasn't his name. I can't think his name. Who was the other one? But I used to have some numbers on y'all. I remember that time when William called me he was in some project somewhere, or wherever y'all, type of spot a bunch of y'all at. But I'll never forget that phone call. I ain't never had a phone call like that one before. Never. And y'all was deep. Wherever cuz was, y'all was deep. He's like saying, everybody here, you said I'm here with everybody. He said, I'm like in the project, they said, but wherever y'all little open space areas be at in y'all projects, that's where everybody was at. Everybody was out. So everybody's out there. And he put me on speakerphone. And they all spoke to me at once, man. It sounded like it was a couple thousand people. I said, damn, cuz, where you at? I said, where you at, cuz? I said, it sounded like 1,000 people. He said, yeah, we deep side. He said, everybody out here. He said, shit. He said, everybody, mama, kids, everybody out here. I'm like, oh, okay. So what's going on in New York, man? Shit, it's what time is it? It's down at 12 o'clock. Shit, it's down at 12 o'clock in New York. See, that's why I try not to come on too late. But shit, I just got settled in, cuz. Yeah, I just got settled in, homie. I had to come home and tend to my boy CC, bro. Shit. Wife talking about. Oh, my bad. I looked at my clock wrong, cuz. You're right. It's going on 10 o'clock out there. Yeah, it's going on 10. My bad. I looked at my clock wrong, cuz. My bad. It's on me. Yeah, I looked at my shit wrong, T. T, we got to figure out how to exchange phone numbers, man. Well, when I had got home from jail, from YA, when I got home from YA and seen to get down with the hood and figuring out who everybody was, and I did a count. I did a roll call on paper one time. It was like 280 something. But that included dead homies in that roll call too. That was the early 80s. It's about 280 something, 290. So, but it was like a good 20, 30 dead homies on the list though. It's about 20 or 30 dead homies on the list though. But a little bit after that, the set was in Seattle too, in Seattle, Washington. The set was in Seattle, Washington too. And well, you know, it was guys from Washington joined the hood too. I heard Omaha, Nebraska. I'm not certain about it. You got to holler at the homies on that. But it's something out there in New York with y'all, Long Island, and a few more spots. But we all scattered about now, bro. We had homies Tennessee, Arkansas, Texas, Horse and 8-Ball, and them. They was out there in Fort Worth, Dallas area somewhere. But they wasn't banging like that, trying to put no set down and type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I got home in 80, cause see, the hood turned Santana in 78 after Kim Tate got killed, Lil Bullet. When they killed Lil Bullet in March 1978 was when the hood turned Santana. See, at first it was just Bullet and them. They had their own little clique that went under Santana. It was just Bullet, Jeffrey Brown and them, Knuckles, Kirby Scott, Boo Orr and them, guys like that. Lil Wayne, Ping, Alan D. It was them dudes. Everybody else is either Midtown, Crip, Oaks Park, Rose Street, Tucker Block, shit like that. In Midtown and Oaks Park wasn't getting along. But when Bullet was killed, it put a halt to all that shit, and everybody said, fuck it, let's just get down for Bullet. So they did the Santana thing under Bullet. And supposedly Turtle and Bay Rob put the block Crip on it. So I was in jail when all that went down. It was a meeting the next day after Bullet was killed on Santa Fe. And that's when they put it all together that day at that meeting. And they all wore all black to Bullet funeral with black rags and shit. And that's how the black rag stuck. You know what I mean? Because we was more known for the black rag. Some even try to criticize us. Oh, how they trying to call themselves Crips? And they wear the black rag. They don't even wear the blue rag. They wear black rag. But you know, we was Crips though. But it was for Bullet. See, they didn't understand that black. But what was behind the black, bro? That was Kim Tate right there. The black rag. See, that's what we was in it for. We was in it for Bullet. But it ain't like that no more. But yeah, I did a roll call on paper one time. And I came up with like 290, 280 up, 288, 289 up in there, around 290. That's why I said we could just round it off to 300. And the death count was about 30 something at that time. But the count now is way over 100. The count now is way over 100. And a lot of niggas, they don't pay that part no mind, like how many it is, this, that, and the third. Yeah, when I came home and got around the hood, in the hood, and seeing who was all around and remembering everybody from back in the day, I did a roll call on us. And that was early 80s right there. At least 82 maybe when I did that. Who all on here, cuz? Because T the only one hollering at your boy. Anybody with me? Because T ain't said nothing else. Who with your boy, man? We have to shuffle my drinks around, man. All right, cuz I'm got the phone. And ain't nobody saying nothing. I want to discuss anything. Rest in peace. The one from my neighborhood, rest in peace. My hood don't work like that. With my hood, Santana, it don't start OG, homie. It start OSG, then OG, OBG, BG, OTG, and on down the line. TG and stuff like that. But my hood don't start out OG. It's OSG. Then it's OG. Then it's OBG. Then it's BG, OTG, TG, infant, on down the line. We wasn't like everybody else. But Signature Company, our Psycho Mike, rest in peace. But we got a Psycho, but that's James Thompson. But he go by Psycho, Psych, I mean. He rest in peace. Yeah, my hood, it was OSG, OG, OBG. See what I'm saying? Bullet, Ken Tate, Robert Franklin, Beat Bob, Pat Rat, Paul, Jerry, Strawberry, Perry, Sammy, Pee Wee, Sleep Hussin', Jack Off Sleep, Fox, Pep, Fred Benson, Roddy Butler, Turtle, Whiskey, Batman, Killer Wayne, Killer Bray, J-Dog, Duck, Raider, Yogi, Boo Boo, Ranger, Ant, Dr. D, OSG, homie. Of course, me, OSG. I know I'm missing a couple of people though. But they know who they are. They know what it is. You know, then yo, Jesus like her, Baby Gangster, Fat Daddy, T-Wee, Mondo, Keith Ray, Big H, New Bop, I know I'm missing a bunch of them. The OGs, Twin, I can't get all OG names. You see, I'm freezing up already, thinking too hard when I shouldn't have to. I went to 92nd Elementary Street School for about a year and a half. And then from there, I went to Mill Street Elementary on Mail and Rosecrans in Compton. Then I went to Tibby Elementary. They started busing us. And I ended up at Tibby Elementary on Tejada off of Rosecrans on the west side. Then after I finished at Tibby, I went to Roosevelt Junior High. Then from Roosevelt, I went to Dominguez. But I got expelled from Dominguez. So I really didn't do LA school like that. I only had that preschool and the next grade from that in 92nd Elementary, 92nd Street Elementary. Then we moved to Compton. So I was LA born, but Compton raised me. And I got to stealing and fighting and drinking beer and wine and smoking weed, cigarettes and fighting and stabbing and shooting and shit. All that came out of Compton. All that was Compton mentality. Shooting, learn how to shoot dice, whatever. I picked all that up in Compton. So no, I didn't really grow up in LA like that. You see what I'm saying? But we still visit LA when we moved out of Compton. We always over our cousins and people from LA house or, doing something back in the day. So, we still got around a little bit. That's why I kind of remember Crips outside of Compton before I was seeing them in Compton. You see what I'm saying? Because when we first moved to Compton, there wasn't no Crips and Pyro gangs type of shit like that. That wasn't going on. That just started to maybe like after we was out there like 3 years or so. Then we start seeing the Crips in our city, like Crips. You know, like in our city, in my neighborhood, like they was just 2 blocks over on Willow Street, but they was in my neighborhood. About 3 years later on down the line. So, you know, that's why I know that cop book was bullshit. When you're trying to throw Puddin' under the bus. That cop, hey, that motherfucker lying. You know, there wasn't no Black Panthers. Talking about when Tookie and Huey Newton come over here and get the pressure in y'all. He was just throwing all kind of bullshit out. The first time I encountered Tookie, word of mouth. Word of mouth. Tookie them over there, they over there at the Red House. They over there at the Red House. We'll hop on our bikes and ride over there. Tookie them used to be out in front of the Red House lifting weights. It'd be about good 9, 10 niggas. Got these shirts off and they bench pressing, curling. Other niggas got dumbbells. And niggas just sit there on their bikes and watch Tookie them work out in front of the Red House. Watch Tookie them working out in front of the Red House. Word of mouth. They was in the hood on Pond. On Oaks Park side though. And but later on you see him driving through. I seen him come down up and down Rose Street a couple times. You know, in his shit. He had a primer Chevy back then. I think it was Impala or something. Super Sport Impala, I think he had. But when was that? 72 maybe? Because I was playing baseball at Oaks Park for sure when Tookie hit the scene in Compton. Cricks was out by that time, Midtown, all that. Sammy them say he been on Willow a few times. I didn't catch him on Willow. I seen him up at Oaks Park before hanging out with Donald Norwood and him. One time I seen him at a party on McDivitt. He was there. Like that. Like I said, I wasn't really running with Tookie in there. The other time I seen him at Jamil Burns at Boys Market. I was up at Boys Market. They pulled up one day. Man, that shit tripped me out. How everybody just froze. Anybody was walking or driving, stopped right there in their tracks. And just watched him and Jamil walk in the Boys Market. And when they walked in the door, they turned sideways to get in the door. Yeah, they shit was flared out. You know how they make their wings? You know how they had their wings? Their shit was flared out. Like, I guess they was tight from their workout, cuz. And when they walk, it's like they bounce, but on air though. When they was walking. And you know, they had that little sway to their walk, man, chest up to their chin. And they, I mean, they was something to see, bro. And I was like fascinated with these guys, right? Because I was in the comic books. All the heroes, even the villains, they looked like they was built strong. And that's what I saw in the Crips. You know, a bunch of strong niggas. Now, I'm not saying all of them was yoked, right? But those who wasn't yoked had a little butter. Like I said, I got a little butter. I never was yoked, but I had a little butter. I could butter a nigga bread. You know, that's no problem. But some niggas can butter your bread and some. You know what I'm saying? With the power that they had. But they had to be able to get you for it to be effective. But like if you've seen 100 Crips, you could tell 80 of them, at least 80 of them, look like they work out, lift weights, or look like they work out. You might find a few tall, skinny, fat dudes, but most of them look like they work out, lift a little weight or do something. You know, like they in some kind of shape. And that's what it was about the Crip. Now, now that I was seeing that, young, and how I was taking it in, then it all comes to surface. Then we start hearing about Craig Munson, the Avenues, and on down the line. And now we see how all this stuff was evolving. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm telling you, shit. It was something about Tookie, bro. I mean, you had a lot of yoked dudes. Don't get me wrong. You had a lot of built motherfuckers, yoked dudes, and all that shit. But Tookie was unique. He just stood out, cuz in some kind of way. When he was there, you knew it was him. You knew it was, even if you ain't seen him yet, you knew it was him. Oh, it got to be Tookie right there. He was a guy, his presence was felt. Puddin' was like that. Puddin'. Killer Wayne. I seen us in situations, and we was getting down one time, and Wayne swooped up. And them niggas yelling, Killer Wayne, and started running. Some niggas started running once they realized he pulled up. And some niggas got to running. It was like Killer Wayne, Killer swoop up to save the day. He was in a green Oldsmobile he had back in the day. Killer, we was having like a game fight type shit somewhere. And we was on Am Lane side fighting them. We was on their side fighting them this time. And word was getting back in the hood. We didn't even have cell phones. But word hit these blocks like a motherfucker, cuz. And when you have motherfuckers running, driving on bikes, heading to the fight, that's how it was. back in the day, I remember this time. I remember one time my wife was telling me this story about when the Fruit Towns jumped on her brother and Eddie Piper and them from Corner Pocket and shit. Her brother's from Corner Pocket. And said her cousin's name was from Jarvis Street Mall. Pull up. Beat up, bleeding, shit, fucked up, right? Whatever it was the Fruit Towns jumped on him. He said, what? I said, oh no, little cuz, come on. But they was bloods, his cousins. And they went over there and shit. and had words with the Fruit Town about jumping on his cousin, you know. But shit. I remember Killer swooped up. Motherfucker got to yelling, it's Killer Wayne, it's Killer Wayne. Niggas got to running. Some of them got to running. It was some state that kept fighting, doing their shit with us. But some of them broke. They got on once Wayne swooped up. But yeah, King Snake. Larry, what was King Snake name? Larry what? What's his name? Larry Robinson? King Snake, what's his name? Larry Robinson? I forgot his brother's name. But King Snake wasn't yoked. He wasn't yoked, no. Another motherfucker was grab your attention was King Rat from Port Village. King Rat was like a smaller version of Tookie. Now, he had 20-something arms like Took too, but he was just smaller in size than Took. King Rat. But yeah, my first encounter on Took was just word of mouth. Because when he got to the Red House, that group home, you hear the hood talking about him, saying how they be out there lifting weights all the time. And, yeah, you know, and then you already heard his name from coming out of L.A. But they were saying he was in Compton. Yeah, you see him all the time. He be out there lifting weights. So niggas hop on their bikes, zip around there to see on their own. Like for us to zip over there to Oaks Park to the Red House on bikes, the way we know how to zip through traffic and do our shit, we'd be over there in 5 minutes from my mama house. Woo, on a bike. We'll took him be in 5 minutes. And we see him out there lifting weights and shit. Then like I say, later on, you'd be seeing him in his car driving through the city. Then that time I seen him at the Boys Market. I was telling Kid back about that. That shit tripped me out because, I mean, anybody was pulling in, trying to find a park, pulling out. If they saw them coming, they just stopped. Anybody was walking, stopped. If they had the kids' hand, they all just stopped and watched them walk into the store. When they got in the store, all eyes is on them because Boys Market had like a liquor section too, so you ain't have to go all back there where everybody's shopping at. You just boop, go to the left. It's another little zip, them little bars you go through, zip. You come in and it ain't nothing but liquor, cigarettes and shit like that. So they're like adult section. And because me and Baby Crip still liquor out of the market basket like that. I wouldn't do it at the Boys Market my daddy worked for. Couldn't get me to go in there still. Like, fuck no, because my daddy knew get y'all ass. Y'all shouldn't even try that one. Because I seen how my daddy and them used to operate in that one. Yeah, it used to be mirrors, and they could walk the whole store, up and down all the aisles. They could see all that shit. They be right on top of motherfuckers watching them steal. So I knew how they got down. I was like, hell no, cuz. But yeah, but like I say, Tookie name was already out from LA. Everybody heard of Tookie already. The Crips was out, all that. You had the East Side, West Side. You had the Compton Crips and all the gangs in Compton too. So yeah, it was mainly by, let me turn my light on. Yeah, it was a boys' home. You had Bob Simmons had 3. He had the one that was painted red, trimmed with white, on Pine, closer to Santa Fe, but you could say between Santa Fe and Long Beach Boulevard. But it was closer to Santa Fe. Right on the other side of that is Palm and Oak. Palm and Oak used to be Pop. Palm and Oak used to be Pop. P-O-P. Palm Oak Pine. But they got off of Pine because there's like too many Compton nigga, LA niggas up and down Pine. Plus a lot of the homies is on Pine because Pine was a Sherm alley. Was a Sherm spot. So they went on left Pine alone and just stuck with Palm and Oak. Yeah, but Bob Simmons had the Red House. He had the one on Atlantic Drive, the boys and the girl. He had 2 homes. One was for boys, one up the street was for girls. And Tookie used to run the Red House. Lil James, Weasel, all them niggas is in there. Weasel was in IA with me. Weasel. His brother, Bobby Bremer, was in Nellis with me. Reggie Bremer was they both was in Nellis. But Reggie is Weasel. Reggie ended up in TS with me. Reggie Bremer did. I knew their big brother too. Their big brother name was Pokey and Cleet. They Boulevard hustlers. Pokey and Cleet. I knew they older brothers. And but Lil James started Coasts. He was in the Red House. Tookie was like in the place. You like the staff. I don't think he was in there. I think Bob Simmons hired as a counselor. But that was home, a group home, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the Red House. And they used to have weight pile right. It was like a horseshoe. The driveway. It's like a horseshoe. It's a 2-story house. Motherfucking probably was like a 10-bedroom house or bigger. It took them used to lift weights right out in the front. Like I said, be about a good 10 niggas all the time. They be out every day. They work out every day. So now everybody know where Tookie them at. They around, So some niggas who ain't got a chance to see him but been hearing his name, know of his name, they just go over there and check him out when they lifting weights and shit. I already dropped my phone the other night and crack right here. This phone is raggedy. Y'all got a big hole down here in the bottom left corner. Maybe I can get me a phone. My birthday on the 29th, so my goal is to get me a phone for my birthday. And some more service. I don't like this free phone shit. Oh, hell no, I was a little younger. I was in jail at 16. I went to jail when I was 15. So I like 11, 12, 13 when Tookie first popped up in Compton. I like 10, 11, 12, like that. But shit, I got initiated in the Crips at 12. 73, summer 73. Oh, hell no, I was younger, cuz. Shit, I was already in jail at 16. I turned 16 in jail. I turned 16, 17, 18, 19, then I came home. Yeah, I was 19. I was 18, 19 in YTS. That's why they wasn't trying to send people to TS when they was too young. They'd rather get you be at least 17. If you're 16, be tough about it. They weren't trying to send you 15 years old to no TS. Oh, hell no, signature company. Shit, I was way younger than that, cuz. Like I say, Tookie popped up like 72 at the least. If he did in 71, it was late 71. Like late November, December type of shit. But around 72, for sure, I remember. He was in the city around that time. And like I said, the Crips was out because like 71, 2, 3. What's that this night? 71, 2, 3, the Crips was in the city. We had the Grandees, Boot Hill, Midtown came out, all, you know. We had Magnolia Underground. We had Park Village, 165. We had all that shit popping up back then. So, yeah, that's when the hood sets and gangs started about 72. At first, it was just East Side, West Side, Compton, and Carver Park looked like. As far as Crips shit go. But we had the Compton Front Brothers, the Oaks Park Businessmen, the Little Devils. We had them type of little cliques and shit before the Crips in the city. You had the Piru Street Boys. They wasn't considered a gang banging like gang type shit at that time. But that's what they was known of as the Piru Street Boys. Because there's a lot of black kids on Piru Street. You know, so that community had a bunch of kids. My shit in the car, cuz. You can go get it. See, you know, a lot of black kids up and down that block. That's why they had that unit and they all stood to get shit. Them Pirus. But yeah, you know, like I say, you know, but shit, around 71, we had Grandee, 165, Boot Hill, Magnolia Underground, Lantana ain't too far back from that neither. Lantana, shit, you had Acacia Hood, Spook Town, Birds Lane, which later on became the South Side. And I didn't even know that side of Compton was in hood. Like I thought Snake and them was over there on Murr, on the other side of Willowbrook. But Sammy said they was something else. He said, no, I'm sorry, they was something, he told me. But yeah, Atlantic Drive. Back then, you know, we didn't have Ducky Hood. Wasn't no Track New, wasn't no Santana. Them gangs wasn't even in existence then. You didn't have who wasn't around back then. But the farm's been around for a minute. They wasn't known as farm dogs like that. You know, the farm dogs. I remember I had cuz crazy ass on my motherfucking mind the other day. Bonner. Bonner was in there for murder, crazy ass nigga. Him, some nigga got to fighting over something. And he ended up killing the dude. But I was thinking about cuz the other day. You know what this nigga used to do, Sniper? You know what this nigga Bonner used to do from the farms, cuz? You still with me, Sniper? Cause I gotta get my phone back on the charger. And y'all heard that boop, boop. He was telling me, your shit low, niggas, attached to the charger. You still with me, Sniper? Yeah. Let me tell you about this nigga Bonner, right? Every time that nigga got a visit, he was in Nellis with me. Every time this nigga got a visit, cuz he got some pussy. This nigga had a white girl too. He used to make her wear mini skirts and dresses and shit like that on her visit. Because this nigga, man, he always come back from the visit and he gonna try to put his finger on nigga's nose like this. You know what I mean? Because he be finger banging and shit. Niggas get a woof of that shit. They be like, hey, sweetheart. Sniper, man. Niggas just get over to go off like a motherfucker. They be like, cuz don't be doing that motherfucking shit, nigga. And they give you, yeah, I told that pussy up, man. I'm telling you, I'll fuck you every time. I'm like, nigga, you lying. She said, she get him up, sit on my lap, nigga. I said, then, but your mom and them be right here. Come on, man. And he say, come on, man. That nigga had both his hands smelling like wolf, man. He come on and rubbing it all in our noses and shit. And shit be laughing and shit when he do that shit. I'm like, niggas was like, what the fuck wrong with you doing that shit, man? Like, what the fuck wrong with your ass? And he be cracking up though. He be laughing like a motherfucker. But yeah, that nigga was a trip, cuz. Yeah, that nigga was a trip. Anybody want to go out? No. Pee in here. I can't think his first name right now. Now, Alfred Side was from Acacia Hood. It wasn't Acacia Block. It was Acacia Hood back then. And Alfred Side was a little bitty nigga, like a midget, cuz Alfred Side was about 5'3" maybe. Little bitty black ass nigga, Alfred Side. But he was in there on a shotgun murder too. Alfred Side. I said, because your little ass was shooting a shotgun? A shotgun was not an easy gun to shoot. Remember the first time I was shooting one, that motherfucker slapped back and hit me like in the shoulder bicep area, right here, right? My shit was sore for 2 weeks. sore for 2 weeks, cuz. And the homie said, Sag, man, you can't do it, motherfucker. Then he showed me. And he showed me how he had that motherfucker braced up on him. Boom, and it brought him back some, but the gun didn't, fly back. Because he had it, the thing like this, and he had it when it was braced up against him, right? And when he bust, boom, it made his body motion, but the gun didn't slap him, It became like part of him. And me, I'm shooting it like I got me and this. I should have made it one thing, me and that. But I made it this and me. I didn't connect it to me. So when I pulled the trigger, wow, the force of it came back, hit me like that. Man, my shit was sore for 2 weeks, cuz. And I knew I couldn't handle the shotgun like that. But I ended up getting me a 410 shotgun. They got them little skinny shells. The 410s. That wasn't too hard to handle like the 12 gauges, them big motherfuckers, man. So, but I did have a 410 gauge, single bolt action one. And I saw my shit off though. I ended up sawing my shit off. You have to be careful with the sawed offs. They try to get your they try to get you more time for sawed off guns and shit back in the day. And if you file numbers off. I remember niggas was trying all kind of stupid shit. Remember they were saying if you split your bullets in four, they can't figure out what gun the bullet was shot out of. You remember we used to cut the head of our bullets into 4 pieces with a razor blade. We cut it so far down. So when they shoot, they say the bullet don't be just the whole piece of bullet. Y'all remember that technique? Hey, y'all, come on now. I know some of you niggas are shooters on here. y'all remember that shit? Cutting the head of your bullet down, with the razor, sink the razor in there and make a cross. 4 ounces, they say supposedly when you shoot. But how you gonna know? Because you ain't like shooting it in no jello and trying to figure out what it did, right? This is just a theory niggas is throwing out there. And a lot of niggas is trying to use that shit so they can keep their gun. Yeah. Yeah, that was some shit niggas used to do. Some niggas used to try to get people to grind some of the lines out their gun. But they say you fuck your gun up doing that though. Because they say the trajectory of your bullet change when you do that. So you don't be spinning and going, it'd be wobbling type shit. So motherfuckers wasn't trying to grind the opening of their gun like that. But I knew motherfuckers who was splitting the bullets. We'd split the bullets and then we put them back in the gun. Yeah. We had some motherfuckers try to get a drill and try to grind some of the lines out their gun, but we found out you could fuck your gun up like that, trying that shit. Because they say the trajectory of your bullet be different when you shoot it. But we don't know. We don't be testing. Like them folks do. They test them guns. Technology is a bitch, so they got ways to figure some shit out, cuz. They got some ways to figure some shit out, cuz. But like I say, I never tried that shit. Having a motherfucker try to drill the shit out my gun. No, fuck that. But I have split bullets before. I have split them. Because that lead soft in a motherfucker. Get you a fresh razor, it cut in that bitch like butter. I mean, you got to do a little wagging. You got to do a little wagging, to do it, but it'll cut down into that lead. You can put 4 heads on that motherfucker, cuz, and reload your shit back up. Yeah, that was shit a lot of shooters was doing, because they want to keep their gun. I mean, some niggas, like, their gun was their girlfriend, You got to like her, you're like, I like this motherfucker here. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you work with it a few times and seen your accuracy, you like, shit. See what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Shut up, y'all. See what I'm saying? Shit, I try to see if any of y'all want to use the bathroom. Y'all ain't gonna get y'all lazy ass up. So you say your cousin messed his gun up trying to drill it out, huh? Yeah, we knew about the drilling, trying to drill the grooves out. We heard of that shit. But we like, nah, fuck that. Yeah. Shut up, Papa. What's wrong with you? You want to get down, Papa? You ready to get down, Papa? Can you? Can you make it, man? Can you make it, man? No, he's ready to put the chopper down. Chopper can't even walk. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah, we heard about that. Hold on a second, y'all. We want to get that in there sometime this week. All right. Yeah. My plan was to write it up too. I mean, you'll be happy with it. All you gotta do is just put your name to it because it's on you. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, I'm back. That was my son. That nigga got a key to the house. He just pops up like them dogs barking and count. Like, what the fuck? And it was his ass. So, yeah, snipe. That's that old school shit right there, motherfuckers used to do back in the day. You know, after tape back to catch their shells for 'em. I seen the first 48, right? Where this youngster smoked this other nigga out there in Tennessee, right? This nigga in Tennessee, he was straight tripping though. This nigga from Tennessee. He had already killed a couple motherfuckers. They couldn't get him because niggas were scared of him when nobody snitched, right? Type of shit and But anyway, cuz ended up in jail. These other couple niggas was getting money on this block, certain street, right? Cuz get out. He approached them. Like, motherfucker, I'm back. This is my spot. I don't know who y'all niggas think y'all is, but y'all better not be here when I get back, right? And this nigga pulls off. He pulled back up later. Hop out his shit and get the busting on him. Bam, 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 right? He had the bag taped to his hand to catch his shells. And the niggas he was busting on, one nigga ran to the tree for cover, pulled out his shit. No, I didn't do that, homie. No, them shells was enough. Them shells was enough. You get the most damage if you don't saw your shotgun off. They get just as much range as some handguns if you don't saw them off. And it depending on what bucks you use and what buck shots you get. You didn't want them birds buckshots. You didn't want the shit for birds. For duck huntings and shit, fuck them shells. You want that other shit for shooting mooses. Mooses and deers. You want to put them down, fuck a bird. You see what I'm saying? There's different type of bucks you can get in your shells for shotguns. No, you good, cuz. But no, we didn't put, that's what we talking about. Look, they was doing that in the South. It seemed like it's better off just taping them on the top of the shell than dropping them down there. I just took my chance on the top of the shell if I was gonna try that. You know what I mean? Put me like 4 or 5 of them on the top of the shell and put. If I was gonna try that I'd rather try it like that. I wasn't gonna drop them damn quarters or nickels down there like that. Oh hell no. So all you need them motherfuckers to tangle up that shit backfire on your ass. But shotgun work better if you don't saw it off, bro. And like I said, depending on what bucks you put in your shit. Wow. I can imagine. That's why the motherfuckers be putting nuts and bolts and all kinds of shit in it, nails when they make these bombs. I bet it will. Yeah, well, no, I didn't try that. I didn't try that shit. If I'm shooting the gaze, then that motherfucker's gonna be good enough for me. Especially if it ain't sawed off. I remember a nigga tried to jump out the car on us with a gauge. And he couldn't get out good because it wasn't sawed off. He's in that last car. The homie ran up on him and grabbed him in the gauge. Snatched his ass out the car. I mean, we was beating him with the gauge, stomping him up, and the homie threw his ass through a glass window of his business on the corner. Threw him through the glass window. And the brother, the homie, was knocking him out, waking him up again, knocking him out again. I mean, we whooped them motherfuckers. And they swooped up on us coming home from school one day. And we right there on Rose and Compton Boulevard, just turning the corner. And they swooped, woo, right up on the side of us. And the one with the gauge is on the passenger side. But he couldn't get out good because the gauge wasn't sawed. It was too long for that little bitty ass car. He didn't stick it out. He didn't stick it out right. Yeah, but he had a gauge, sniper, and it wasn't sawed off, y'all. So he couldn't get good. But the homie banking, but they pulled right up on us because we was walking on the sidewalk. They pulled right on the side of, like, to pick us up. Like you only pull up on us to the curb. Come on, cuz, I'll take you. Like you walking on the sidewalk, right? That's how they swoop on us. And the one with the gauge is on the passenger side. He's trying to get out. But the homie, he grabbed him in the gate. And the homie, big nigga, big strong gorilla ass nigga, right? He muscled cuz out the car. Got the gauge from him. By that time, we on him. But the driver trying to get out, the other brother. It was two brothers. So the driver, when he was getting out, homies ran around there and got his ass. It was me, Yogi, Batman, Turtle, Whiskey, Sleep Hussin', I think Crazy Crip Donnie Wayne, Dolomite, I think it was Gregory Fennell, probably was Andre Butler. We was deep, cuz, but we was deep. So we was all coming from school. And that's where those coming from Tubman and us coming to Roosevelt mainly bump heads at come because Tubman's on them Tamarind. And the distance it took them to get to Compton and Rose was the same like for us to get to Roosevelt, to Compton and Rose. And that's where the Tubmans and the Roosevelts, we all blend in together. Then we walk the rest of the way. So even the Oaks Park homies with the Tubman cut through the hood going home. And yeah, we whooped on them niggas, cuz. And Yogi threw cuz through the glass. I seen Yogi do that twice. you know, like these storefront windows or these office buildings. The one he threw Cuz in was like it wasn't like a storefront. It was like the office like windows going along down the side of the building when he threw. But the one at the Compton Parade, Yogi threw Cuz through a storefront, like a big old storefront window. You could like inside see the whole goddamn store, all the furniture on display, storefront window. You know what kind I'm talking about tonight? Well, I seen Yogi throwing in one of those. Storefront. You're talking about glass explode. That nigga slid once he hit the ground. When Yogi talk, I guess it'd be the shock or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was a storefront window. I mean, this motherfucker probably 20 yards long. Run all the way down the front store. Only reason why I stopped, you needed the door to come in, right? Like that kind of glass. And Yogi threw that. I mean, after we was fighting, he was whooped on, a little bit. But Yogi wasn't satisfied. Yogi picked him up like a wrestler, just picked his ass up like a bouncer, throw him right through the store front window. That motherfucker went, exploded. I mean, that nigga hit the ground, slid on the floor. People screaming, yelling, niggas getting up out of there running, police coming. Compton parades used to be a motherfucker. Sometimes we used to go to Watts Parade. Shit, it be the bishops be there, the bounty hunters be on the other end. You go so far down Central, you get on the bounty hunter side of shit. We'd normally be over there like Cute 102 up in their little boundaries and shit, try to stay put. You know what I mean? But sometimes we might follow a certain band or dance group or something, and you end down there where them bounty hunters be at. Yeah, Yogi, I seen Yogi do that twice. Throw motherfuckers through the glass window. Yeah, Yogi, rest in peace too. That was my boy, Yo. Boo Boo too. But I got more in with Yo. Me and Yo was involved with some shit, gang fights and hanging out together kind of shit before me and Yo. But yeah, shit, his son out here, man. His son from Park Village. His son Chubb, he got two sons from Park Village. One of them in prison all day. Yeah, Yogi. I used to call him Bear, though. What's up, Bear? Like Yogi the Bear, right? I used to call him Bear. I mean, one time, I called my brother Hub. I called Hub phone, but Yogi answered. He said, man, your name didn't come out my mouth 2 minutes ago. He said, here you is calling. I'm like, who this? It's me, Yo, Sag. I'm like, cuz, how you been? Man, I just got out, homie. And we was talking this shit. He was like, say, that goddamn prison yard is like middle school. He said, man, them goddamn youngsters. He said, man, ain't nothing but kids on the yard, say. You know, blah, 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 you know. It's it. A little bit after that, he got killed, cuz. I'll say within a couple of weeks after talking to y'all, he got killed. I was like, fuck, man. And me and Boo Boo was in Nellis together. We had plans to hook up when I got home. But Boo Boo got killed before I get home. Yeah, man. Yeah, Yogi got killed about a couple of weeks after I talked to him, Snot. And then the brother Boo Boo was in Nellis with me. And he got killed before I got home. He got home before me. The Boo Boo was already in Nellis for a while before I got there. I came 77. Boo Boo got there in 75. Sometimes 75. I say I didn't get in that time. But Boo Boo was still in. We was in there together when we heard about Bullet. And how the hood turned Santana and all that. Because me and Boo Boo was happy about it. The hood not fighting and tripping with each other no more. And he always like saying, "We get home, cuz." I said, "You get home, cuz." I'm like, "All right, Boo Boo, cuz." But I didn't get home till 80. And Boo Boo was dead already. Boo Boo got killed. Because the nigga that killed Boo Boo ended up in fire prison. He ended up in the fire prison. And when my brother Ace and on his first shooting, they sent them to a fire prison. That the nigga who killed Boo Boo was in there. So they say the nigga killed your homie in here. So Hal hit him up. He said, "Cuz you killed the homie, nigga." Nigga, you know, like said something to him, right? That nigga went told the police. So police, they come snatch Ace. They say, you gang bang? You want to gang in the house? Y'all talking about, yeah, he told us what you said he's gonna do and da da da, right? And I was like, oh man, it's okay. Yes, it's gang bang. We got something for you. Pack your shit. So they had Hal pack his shit and drove him by van to Tehachapi. Then from there, he ended up going to South. They told me, "Oh, so you want to bang?" What's going on? What you talking about? So, yeah, he told us what you said he's gonna do. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, put him in a van, no bus. You know how they be in them vans, them fire prison motherfuckers? Put him on it all. Drove him to Tehachapi. Because their camp wasn't too far from Tehachapi. And I get processed to Tehachapi, end up going south that. Yeah. But that's how we get down, though. I mean, Nigga, you killed the homie, you in here with me? Shit. Cause the nigga I thought killed Bullet, I was on his head in TS. I'm like, nigga, when his name came up, I said, oh, nigga, you got something to do with Bullet all of a sudden. I said, oh, no, cuz, fuck that. We got to get down, homie. That's what I was telling him. I said, nigga, me and you got to get down. I ain't had nothing to do with Bullet, man. I'm telling you, Sag, I said, man, but the streets, they different. Your name came up. That's what I told him. I said, nigga, your name came up. You know, I don't know, Sag, man. I ain't had nothing to do with Bullet, man. That's when I was in TS with him. But you know, I ain't gonna be throwing no names out and going there with it. It ain't about high-fiving or trying to make it seem like a nigga, you know, a chump. I'm not saying he was no chump, nothing like that. All I'm saying, I'm in jail. Homies get killed and niggas throwing these names to me, say whoop-de-whoop, whoop-whoop, or the niggas who was there when the shit went down, right? So he was in TS. He came through TS, one of them names. And I said something about it, that's all. But I was in the hole. But I was yelling down to him. They were down on the yard. He was on another unit. And I said, nigga, you got something to do with Bullet, nigga. Killed the homie, nigga. I don't know, say I ain't had, you know. Telling me he ain't had nothing to do with killing Bullet is what he told me. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I said, nigga, what they saying you was dead? That's all I told him. So they saying you was dead, cuz, so we got to get down, homie. That's what I told him. Whenever I got out the hole back in population, when I see you, let's chunk them. That's all I want to do. When I get back in population, I see you on the trade yard, I trot over there to your trade. You ain't got to come, man. That's how you get some of your chunks on in TS, on the trade line. See, the nigga you want to fight might be in, gotta go straight into your shop, right in. You see what I'm saying? So, that was one way, motherfucker, if you want to talk with a nigga. If the nigga was running his mouth, talking shit all the time, so if you want to do something about it, you could do something about it. You understand me? So how niggas get down. I remember one time my cousin try to bring me a big ass knife out the kitchen. I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna get that to a metal detector? I said, come on with that shit. My cousin Suge was a fool. Now, when you said Suge in them days, they think you talking about my cousin. Yeah, on the trade line. In TS, it's a trade line. You walk through the metal detective when you come on. You walk through the metal detective when you come out. And it's just a corridor, open corridor like airy. But it's like the shop rooms. Some of them have roll-up doors, they be open and shit. And you have trade. You can take a trade in YTS. Plumbing, welding, milling cabinet, automotives. You see what I'm saying? And then you go to school. You know what I'm saying? You're in there trying to get your diploma and shit like that. So it's like prison. YTS was like prison. A baby prison. That's all YTS was. They had the towers there, they just wasn't shooting real bullets, and Their bean bags and that kind of. But TS was prison mentality, but we was juveniles. And that motherfucker was full of gladiators, bro. Full of fighters and, Rusty from Magnificent Seven, man. Mumbles from Hoover, China Dog, the Mad Kid. All us was in that motherfucker. Peabody. All us ran through that motherfucker, man. Renee Boyce, Salty, Mac Thomas, Honcho, and I mean everybody. Cody, Gangsta, everybody. Mondos and T-Wees, Hubs, Hub for Palmer, Mar for Palmer, all the niggas. Grasshopper, Bruno, I mean, niggas, old man, Pee-wee from that time. Everybody had they run through White, Spark from Raymond, Nugget from Raymond, all these people y'all be hearing about. Snoop from Raymond, all us was in there, okay? All of us. Shit, I can't name everybody. Yeah, the Youth Authority was a young gladiator school. Ernie Golf from Inglewood Fam. T from Inglewood Fam. Breakdown. Dre from Villain. Boogie from Villain. Shit, I need my motherfucking brain to warm up. That's all. Me. We all was up in that motherfucker, man. But yeah, if you had an issue with a nigga in TS, y'all wasn't on the same unit and all that shit or whatever, but y'all be on the same trade line, I mean. Y'all got to share the same trade line. It's just which one of you got the nuts to walk up in the one that you ain't supposed to be in. If some of us had them kind of balls dragging in the sand. Some of us had them kind of balls dragging in the sand, homie. You understand me, Snipe? You Sniper? Fuck, bro. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Now, if it was one group that I would have to say had quite a few of them was the same, was that way, was the Chicanos, was the Mexican brothers. They didn't give a fuck. If you ratted or did some shit or whatever, they'll do your ass in front of the staff. They don't give a fuck. That's why, like I said, that's why I always respect them dudes. That's why I always respect them dudes, man. They game always been tight, bro. Like the Brown brothers, the Chicanos, oh shit. You can give a fuck what trade or who the fuck you was with. Shit. If your ass is in violation, Brown brothers, man, that's what I got some swag from them. I used to write like them. It was certain the way the Chicanos, the Mexican brothers wrote their penmanship was different. You could tell. You could tell. It's them. Oh, that's them. You could tell. By the way they write, they dress. You know, in me, that's what I adapted that side from. I used to write on the walls. I was into that. I was going into rivalry territory and cross something out. We see something on the wall. They hitting up. Y'all see that shit, cuz? This the kind of niggas we were. Later on that night, we be down there crossing it out. Hold on. That was my nephew, man. He out here out of town, and I just wanted to make sure he was good. That was my nephew. So I wanted to make sure he was good, y'all. That nigga trying to get to Compton, though. Well, you know, in the vicinity anyway. I'm gonna warm this little food up. But damn, I wish I had me some of that Chick-fil-A sauce, red sauce. But this one ain't too bad neither. The regular one. But I like the red sauce. Okay, yeah, man, my nephew called. And him, this girl out here from North Carolina. So I said, don't call no Uber and get no taxi or nothing, nigga. I said, just give me an hour in advance. And I said, I get y'all where y'all need to go, you know what I'm saying? And so maybe you trying to do something. But y'all trying to do something tonight? So no. So this girl said she want to kick back, get her feet. I said, yeah, she need to get her feet back on there, cuz shit. You know, I've been on an airplane flight, shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I want to make sure they was good, bro. That's why I answered. So that's why I answered, you know? And that's what I told him. I said, man, don't you call no Uber, no taxi. And like my people from IGC 97, when him and his wife came, I said, y'all don't need no Uber, no taxi, cause I'll get y'all on, need to go, whatever. So that's the least I can do. You know, if y'all in Vegas in town and y'all don't want to bother with rentals and all this shit, call your boy up, man. I'll see to it y'all get to and from or get to shop and get outside to the strip, your hotels or wherever you at it. Show you some of the city. All the good shit is outside the strip, bro. You understand? Don't stay stuck on that strip shit. Get outside that motherfucker. That's where all the good food, better shopping type shit, you know? So my wife get off in a little bit, man. And shit, I'm gonna finish this little food up. I got it in the oven because it came in a foil-like container with the clear lid on the top. Got some kind of wheat pasta with some type of sauce. I don't know, but it's good in the motherfucker. And it was shrimp. Came with 6 nice size shrimp. I ate like half of it. 3 of the shrimps. Yeah, that shit was good. I was like, I'll tell him, I don't even know how to warm this up. I say, I hate to fuck it up in the microwave. This shit's so good. I said, you know what? I'm gonna turn the oven on and pop it in the motherfucking oven when I get home. That's what I told him. So that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I fired up that motherfucking oven. I'm gonna go in here and shut it off now, though, because it's too hot to just burn up. It should be enough now where I can shut it off. It's hot enough. Strength to be overcooked anyway. Hey, Miss Crystal, what's going on? What's going on, Miss Crystal? How's everybody? See, here it is, right? But you know, every time you bring your food home, you gonna put your own little shit on it. So there it is, right here, y'all. There it is, right here, y'all. Let me get some of this sauce off of it. Well, I put my own little sauce on them, y'all. And there it is, right there. That's half of what I ate earlier today. So I said, shit, I'm gonna pop it in the oven. So that's what I did. Now turn it off. Yeah, turned it off. It's too damn hot to use the oven, bro. But I didn't want to microwave it because I'm like, cause sometimes microwaves can fuck some good food up, man. You know what I mean? Some shit ain't made to be zapped. Man, I'm telling y'all. That's what I told him. I said, man, they made these noodles from scratch, bro. And I don't know how they made these shrimps so crispy, but they don't really got no breading on them, bro. Mm. Yeah. That's the shrimp, bro. The shrimp. You feel that motherfucker hit your belly right there. You all right, Papa? Yeah, my wife talking about more. His legs going out. Okay, y'all, we're gonna turn the air back on, so I don't need none of y'all using the restroom. I hope everybody went outside and used it. Okay? We finna cool the house down. I know it's hot, you guys and girls. So we finna cool the house down. I'm turn this air on. Booyah. My wife be getting on me when the house be like 80, it's 87 inside of that. And shit, my dogs look like they gonna have seizures and shit when it's hot like that in here. So she be getting on me and she come in and the air ain't on and the house is hot. I'm like, but I'm sitting behind the ball here. Sometimes I hear you how you see your bill been going up, your energy bill, and so I don't want to run something that you think is contributing to it. But hey, in summertime they go up anyway. They go up anyway. They don't go by who trying to conserve the energy or whatever. That's how they get us, bro. When they get high, they raise the energy bill. That's what people running air conditioning fans and carrying on. You know what I mean? When it's summertime, gas price go up. Hotel rates and shit goes up because that's the vacationing season mainly. People take vacations summer, stuff like that. So, or you're traveling, going to the park, barbecuing, and blah, this, that, and the third. It's a strategy. It's a chess game, And we're the pawn. We're the pawns in the game. That's who we are. You understand me? But it's getting late. You still with me, Sniper? I know you. You got to do your thing. So I'm about to come on off of here. It's just saying this. Excuse me. Excuse me. Whew, pretty good. This mango orange is pretty good by Sunkist. Just get that pushed down that I ate. Took about half of this soda to push it down. See? But I got some shit. I forgot what it's called. And my throat will have a reaction, and it'll swell up, lock up type of shit. And I can't swallow. I'll be wheezing. Like I can't breathe, cuz. And it only happens when I'm eating or drinking, when I do something to trigger it. That's the only time it happens. And when I do, you talking about some scary shit. You know how many times I did it, I was by myself. There wasn't nobody here but me and my dogs. I could have dropped dead, cuz, and my wife would have to find me or something, or be calling me to pick her up, and I'm not answering the phone. She come find me up in here like that. I mean, you talking about scared, cuz it happened to me while I was drinking quite a few times, and while I was trying to swallow something down. Like, you talking about, I try not to panic, but I'll be scared. When I'm eating, and it do it, I figured out if I sip just a little, like just a little, it'll unlock it or whatever it make it do. But when I'm drinking already and it triggers off, that shit be trapped in my throat. I'm trying to get it to spit out, and I can't because it be cold, cuz. The doctor said, like, my esophagus or something, he said go paralyzed or something is what he told me. Like, what the fuck, bro? Now with that liquid, I'll be wheezing, but I can't breathe, and that shit be caught right up in here, cuz. Liquid. And then the shit, if I try to, with drinking, trying to guzzle the drink down when it happened, I had that shit trapped here. Then I had that shit gargling up here. and I can't get the reflex out my throat and my mouth to spit. I can't do it. But if I tilt my head, what's in there fall out. But I can't, you know. It's some scary shit, cuz. Scary. But it ain't happened in a while, man. I don't want it to. Some doctors thought I had reflux and all that. Motherfuckers be misdiagnosing us, guys. You know, a lot of motherfuckers get misdiagnosed, they putting you on medicine and shit, and that be really fucking you up. You didn't need it. Be misdiagnosing. But this play degrees. Nephew said he Googled it and checked it out. Motherfucker still have some of this shell on it. It is pretty damn good. 0 degrees. Whatever this pasta is. I thought she got chicken, but she said, no, I got the shrimp like you. And she got another dish. She wanted to try 2 things. What's this shit? I heard that. Well, the pasta's homemade. I was just telling him, I watched something the other day. They must have got the flour, egg, or they did what they did. Start stretching it out and cutting it. Start stretching them out. They were stretching them out. Next thing you know, it's getting longer and longer. Cut them and they're dropping them in the water right there at some restaurant. It was in another country somewhere, maybe in China or somewhere, you know. And they made up about 50 bowls within minutes, like within a half hour. They had like 50 bowls made up fresh noodles, freshly made up right there. Went straight from what it was, flour, eggs, or whatever they used, I don't know. And stretched it out, cut them, stretched them out till they got long, cut them aside, put them right in the water, right then and there. After doing all that. Was boiling them noodles up, put them in a big old strainer. Other workers putting them in the bowls, just going down, boop, 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 dropping noodles all down all these bowls. They were putting the broth, or the veggies they was putting in the meat or whatever they was doing, and making up all these bowls, bro, with fresh noodles. Fresh, hot. Can't eat no better than that, man. Nothing like eating from scratch, bro. I was only getting that shit in the South, cuz. When I went to Mississippi. My grandmama making them biscuits and can. My auntie making them, that goulash out of ribeye. That goulash became my favorite meal. And my auntie knew that. She just smiled when I come in there. Because I know how that shit smell. I'm like, auntie, what you cook? Boy, you know I'm making your favorite dish. I go over there and hug her and kiss her. Rest in peace, Aunt Bessie. Yeah, me and my auntie Bessie got real tight, cuz when I got to Mississippi. She let me roll with her and kick it with her. I used to draw their little signs for their CB club. They was in the DX2 burners. And when they was in the Christmas parade, I drew their club member signs for them to put on their doors and shit. Yeah. Because I drew tubes, looked like they exploded and was on fire. But they was called the DX2 burners. And I colored them in with markers, shit like they had their names. What was my auntie name? Her handle. It's called handle. What's your handle? Her guy was Weatherman. His handle was Weatherman. I'm like, why they call you Weatherman? Because he was so tall. He said he always asked me how the weather up there, cracking jokes about it. Say something. He kind of stood. But yeah, Weatherman was tall enough for Weatherman was at least 7'3", 7'4". He was tall enough for. But yeah, my auntie, she loved us some Weatherman. They was cool together. He kept a smile on her face, bro. And yeah, my auntie Bessie, Lord rest her soul. All my aunties gone, cuz. That was there with me in Mississippi. Aunt Bessie, Aunt Helen, Aunt Thelma, the baby. Nellie's the baby. Man, I can't. Lord, forgive me. Forgetting my auntie there. Miss Adams. She's an Adams, but she's a Hartfield though. What's my damn? Cause I feel so bad. Damn, what's Ray and them mama name? Oh Lord, I'm thinking too hard. But I can see her now. She's short. Norma Faye. My auntie Norma Faye, cuz. Norma Faye, man. I'm telling you, that's Ray and them mama. She's an Adams now. She married Adams. But they Hartfields. They stand on that shit. Woo. Love my auntie. Hattie Bell passed away. All of them. Only one left is Nellie, the baby sister. And the baby brother. Yeah, my Uncle James. I'm going to have to call my Uncle James. He hollered at me on Facebook. He said, he's always one of my favorite ones. I said, yeah, I know. He always used to look out for me, too. Out there. I don't want to put all this business on here, but he always looked out for me. So did. He's my daddy baby brother. All right, y'all, let me get off here, man. It's 12 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 11 o'clock in Houston. Shit, y'all going to bed. It ain't but 5 of us on here. 5 in the audience, 5 likes. Thank you guys. And ladies, we got Krista on here. And shit, just know I wish everybody well. I mean, it's automatic that I do. I mean, everybody breathing on this earth of ours, I wish y'all well. You understand? As well as those that you love and are concerned about. I wish them all well too. Okay? Let's stay safe. Let's be careful. Let's be aware of our environment wherever we are. Just pay attention. You know what I mean? It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Got a chance to see my son today. Somebody just asked me about him today. I said, well, man, I ain't heard from him about three. So that's his phone messed up and blah, blah. But he just popped up. And we made that connection. We're trying to get some things done, so made that connection with him. I feel good about it. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get me a power nap in. Because my wife will be calling any moment. She said she's scheduled to be off at 10. But it can't take longer because whatever they do, they got to make sure everybody out the building and all this, depending on the event, concert, convention, whatever. You know what I mean? They got to make sure the building's clear. Nobody in the bathrooms, nobody in, all the doors is locked, all this kind of shit. Nobody's behind stage, up under the stage. This kind of shit. They gotta make sure everybody out of there. And that's why she don't like to drive, because I always be getting on, why don't you just drive yourself to work? Shit. She said, no, because it's gonna take us too long to get. You know what I'm saying? That's her calling. I don't want to tell you. Because, she don't like him trying to get down out that big talk. Time he was trying out down here. I try not to let his ass jump down off the bed. Let me get my ass together, man, from work. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I do. I really do. Like I said, it's automatic. Me wishing all you guys well. It's automatic that I do, okay? Thanks for the tap in. Love you, Sniper. Love you, Crystal. Who else tapped in on here, man? Shit, it was just y'all too. Signature Company, holla. Oh, man, my Brownsville. I forgot about Brownsville, man. Shit, T.R. He was the first to holler today. My man in Brownville. Brooklyn. Crooklyn. All right, y'all, I'm out. I got to go get my wife from work. Y'all stay blessed.